What's up, guys? It's boy T. Today we're going to be talking about the YouTuber Chuggaconroy. Might not know about him. He's an older channel. He has about 1.27 million subscribers, so pretty big for the era that he was really existing in. Recently, he's been in some controversy because it claims that he's a sexual harasser. He's sexual harassing people for feet. Now, I made a video about this before, and a lot of things have been changing since the story has came out. Now, when this first came out, Chuggaaconroy had did an apology to Emily. Lady Emily was a person who was pretty much saying that, hey, Chuggaconroy wanted to see my feet, and he did wrong, obviously. He made an apology, and then he made a further apology on Facebook. He says, hey y'all, I ask first of anyone who thinks it's helping to insult Emily on my behalf, please don't see any further negativity her way. Emily should be treated with respect. I know that I have hurt Emily with my actions. These are choices I made myself, and I don't think it's irrelevant how I felt or what my intentions were to justify my actions. I just want to say the end result is that I really hurt you, made you feel uncomfortable. I hate that anyone made you feel that way, and I wish you the best. It took me longer than it should have to take the hint that something was wrong when you cut contact with me. I shouldn't have assumed you were just busy with traveling and that things were fine. I only began putting it together when the silence continued. I pestered you for too long and I apologize for doing so. When you communicated this to me privately a few months ago, I apologized to you directly and promised I would never repeat this kind of behavior again with anybody else. Once you shared how I made you feel, it was a wake-up call and I immediately sought professional help. I worked in the months ever since then to do what you have wished for me, learn and be better. I have done and said similar things in years past with other people. I am still friends with some of them. While I have fallen out of contact with others, if you're uncomfortable with how I behave, this apology is for you as well. No matter my intentions, I'm sorry that if the impact was harmful and I will not reach out to you myself again. He then states that separately from above, I also want to touch on an online discussion about others' previous comments I made about shoes. Over the years, fitness and footwear are among my hobbies and not strictly fueled by anything more. I get passionate about my interests and I now understand that how this can come across and how it could negatively affect others. One last time, recognize I have hurt people, need to be held accountable for it. I respect everyone who else feels disappointed or hurt. I decided around the time and the incident that I would never do this again and learn from it. But I would understand if you didn't wish to support me any longer. Now, when you first see this, you see that he says he apologized. So you're like, why did Lady Emily even bring this up? There's no reason to bring it up if he privately apologized. However, Lady Emily has a whole different thing to say, apparently. Last night around 9:11 p.m. I don't know why she wanted to tweet about this at 9 o'clock at night, but whatever. She says, well, I have seen Emile's apology and hope he genuinely means to better himself. Knowing his history of doing this to others, how long he's been doing this to others, and his private behavior since he did this to me, I personally do not accept the apology, nor do I believe it. This will be my response on the matter. If you want to stand by him, stand by him. But I know how he treats others. I know how I was treated, and I stand by letting people know about it so that nobody else has to deal with what I have to deal with. I'm sorry to those that he has hurt. I hope you're doing better now, and I hope he's been respecting your boundaries. And Emile, sincerely, with all my heart, be better. You've been treating people like this for over a decade now. You can't keep doing this. Improve, grow, change. And no, Emile, we didn't have a convo where we settled this privately. I had to have one of your friends talk to you because you kept bothering me and spreading personal info about me to the point where I didn't feel safe. Instead, a friend had to tell you to leave me alone. Now, when you read the previous text messages that she brought up, it looked like Emile just was not catching on to the hint that she was not comfortable with it. And she also doesn't say, hey, stop. She never says verbally stop. She never tells him to stop. So some people are like, hey, this kind of on you because you didn't tell him stop at the end of the day. And it's like, I was kind of the same way. Like, yeah, she should have told him to stop. But at the same time, if it was sexual harassment, if that's how she perceived it, then that's how she perceived it. It don't matter how you perceived it. Don't matter how I perceive it. It matters what person was in the situation perceived it. And obviously they perceived it as sexual harassment. Yeah, even though Chuggaconroy, we love Chuggaconroy, all that, right? He still did wrong at the end of the day. So I just want to clarify that, right? So after this statement, before she was doing this, made the statement, there was many people responding about Chuggaconroy. One of them being Masay Anella, which is a person he played with before. Ant Dude, a person that he's been friends with for a while. Another person named Miss Fushi, and there's some other people too. Miss Fushi says I support her 100%. Chuggaconroy has made me uncomfortable on many occasions. I'm not okay with him contacting me and will not be a part of any of the events he participates in. I was afraid about posting this publicly, but I have to share. This community has good men. He isn't one of them. then this is the reason why people started to believe the situation and started actually listening to Emily. Because before, a lot of people was like, Emily a liar, she a clout demon, she's just trying to get clout off his name. Because some of it did look like, oh, people be saying Chuggaconroy is such an awesome person. It seemed like she was hating. I ain't gonna lie, it seemed like she was just hating on him. But when you see other people showing that she is true, a lot of people took her context, Masay's context, and they used that as evidence to, clear Emily of her name, that Emily is speaking the truth. That's kind of how people took it, and that's how I perceive it. Masay does have no lick of evidence at all, but people like, oh, if Masay said it, it gotta be real, right? So Masay made statements about, hey, she has not associated with Chuggaconroy in a while. I'll have a screenshot so you can see the whole thing. She said she does not associate with him. He has pushed multiple boundaries that I have set, and sometimes the reason I did say certain things was because I did not want to have anything bad happen, because of course he has a big fan base. If she says this, his fan base might attack him, as if his fan base has been attacking Emily over this period of time. So it makes sense why she didn't do it. In any event, social event that he attends, she would not be coming there. And people who have asked about Chuggaconroy towards her, she has no ill will. You didn't know, so how's she gonna be mad at it? But she's not gonna answer anything that pertains with Chuggaconroy anymore after this. Then there was another one of Chuggaconroy's friends, former friends, named Ant Dude. He says, gonna echo this briefly. Emile and I were friends in the past, like way longer than many would believe, but many actions over the last few years have created quite a considerable weight. From my perspective, he is not somebody I want to be associated with going forward. Long and short of it is, Emile occasionally trying to get closer with me, only once he started also sending off-putting text messages to my girlfriend, who he knew I was with. No, this isn't related to Emily. My distaste for him is purely personal, and I really want to amplify Masay's message. I believe it or not, but I actually hate internet drama. I just want to talk about video games, and he's just saying this because, hey, he has did some behavior and he wants to put his 2 cents on it. He want to say, hey, I have noticed this type of behavior, how he be with women, and it is something he does. That's pretty much all he's saying. Now you got a man input with it. You gotta believe it now. And also, there was a statement made by somebody named Canadian Chili. I believe she is also over TRG, which is a sub-scenario of Chuggaconroy. Well, Chuggaconroy also has a channel with these 3 people too, right? She says, hey everyone, after consulting with John, which is I believe is another member of TRG, we both agree that temporarily bringing down the Runaway Guy's website, given the current revelation that has come to light over the past week, is the correct course of action. I've been battling with conflicting emotions and feelings the past week over the situation with Emile. This is someone I have known and spoken with over a decade, whom I consider a friend. Despite not talking all that often, my heart goes out to everyone who has been affected by his actions and words. I commend Emily, Masay, and everyone else who stood up and brought their stories forward, and wish them all the best in moving forward from this. I do hope Emile can find the help and consolation he needs to help him better himself and grow from this situation. Thank you for everyone who ever visited the website, and I hope one day when things have become better that it can come back online. Lots of love, Ashley Canadian Chili, which the website is down. I've already checked it. It tells you, hey, your internet out, right? So what I want to say with this whole situation, I want to say that I like the way that people have been treating this situation. They want Chuggaconroy to do better. Even if they don't want to associate with him no more, they still want him to do better. And as you see, one of them actually do kind of want to still work with him, because they have a genuine relationship with Chuggaconroy and they actually call him a friend, and they want the best from him. And I respect that, because that's what you should want in this situation right here. It's one of the things where he's been on YouTube for a long time, and it's just somebody you just don't want to see fall, right? I don't want to see him fall. I believe he has a place still on the platform, and he just need to fix these issues. For people who don't want to watch him or have been unsubscribing to him because of these recent endeavors that have been popping up, I want to say to you this: it's okay to still watch him, because you got to understand, you got to separate the art from the artist. There's multiple people that we still listen to that are horrible people or bad people that we still listen to. Playboy Cardi, pretty much the deadbeat dad, didn't come to his own son's birth. Kanye West, I don't even think I need to explain Kanye West. Dr. Seuss, Nazi, he hate everything. He hate anybody that ain't white. Henry Ford, the owner of the Ford company, the original owner, he was racist too. There's plenty of people, Walt Disney, racist. There's plenty of people that we still use their content, we still use their art, even though they were horrible people. But we can at least admit, hey, this art is pretty good. Kanye West music, fire. Playboy Cardi music, I say it's fire, but not everybody like his music. But at the end of the day, even though these people are not the best, we still use their product or we still use their content. So separate the art from the artist at the end of the day. And one of the things I want to say is, I don't think Chuggaconroy is a bad guy. I think he just did some wrong thing. He need to fix it. As is shown perfectly clear, he did wrong. And I'm not going to act like he did not. I'm not going to act like he's a saint, because at the end of the day, Chuggaconroy is a person. He's a regular person just like you and me. And obviously he did not learn his lesson if he has apologized this many times. And now, with this being said, with it coming up to light and so many people are hearing about it, not just people in his personal life and people that he worked with, but his own fan base that he has made over the years, 15 years that he's been on YouTube. The fact that his fan base is hearing about this information, I really hope this is a wake-up call. I really honestly do, because if you go to his most recent video, which is his last video, Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 finale, this is his last video that he has posted. It's been 12 days since he posted. And if you go to this video, all it is just constant messages saying, hey man, you used to be the man back in the day, what happened? Ironic that his final video happened to be a finale episode of Let's Play. The book of Chugga is officially closed. Can't believe I looked up to this guy since I was 9. It's a lot of people are upset. They're not mad. They're just disappointed about the fact that he did these things. And so last night I was looking at the video and I was just reading through some of the comments. And one of the comments that got me, that I really just wanted to look at and wanted to read, I screenshot it, was this guy named Scrubs28. He says, now that all of your incidents with others have come to light, I really do hope you make this effort to better yourself, Emile. It is very disappointing to find out what your actions towards several others have been throughout the years. But instead of cowering in the shadows, please make the effort to improve yourself and try to rebuild inner relationships/friendships. You have plenty of time on your hands. Reflect on your actions, and now that this LP is finished, but please do not let this be the end of your LP career. Many onlookers to these situations will immediately tie your personal actions to what you've done as a career and therefore alienating themselves from it. They treat your personal and work life as one separate entity and euphoric. Your creative process should be considered separate to those actions, and many here making comments are letting their emotions get the best of them. Please take this time you have now to make up for your mistakes and learn from them. I hope that when you, if you choose to, come back, you are able to move forward. And that was a great comment. I believe he can come back. I believe he can fix these things if he actually wants to. And the fact that your community is putting all these comments in your comment section, upset, generally disappointed in you. It's not just, oh, your friends in the background, people you talk to on a personal level. This is your fan base that you've been building for years. And I know you love these people because they got you to this point to where you can sit home, play games, do let's plays. Even if you're not getting views like you used to, you're still getting views, you're still getting money, you still have enough money to live off of. And these people are still watching you to this day. And they've been watching you for 15 years. Or 6 years, 7 years. There's so many people that still watch you because they like you. And I feel you can change, and I feel like you can fix this issue. But it's if you really want to fix it. That's the issue. He has to actually want to fix this issue. I know plenty of people want him to fix it. Nobody really wants to leave Chuggaconroy. Nobody really wants to not watch you no more. But at the end of the day, this is your punishment, and this is the consequences that you get. So learn from this, actually take accountability, and actually get the help you need. Hopefully he does this, but if he don't, then we can call Chuggaconroy goodbye. It's funny because a couple days back, like a week or two back, I just magically just started thinking about his name. I was like, oh, let me check on Chuggaconroy. Just because I just wanted to see what he been doing this whole time. There's so many people who have started YouTube channels because of him. There's many people in this comment section saying that. And now that they see this, it is just so disheartening to them. It's weird because I never thought I would be making a video about Chuggaconroy, because at the end of the day, he really stay out of drama. So I thought. But at the end of the day, I do want to see him do better, like I said before. Anyways, been your boy T. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, hope you had a good day. Have a good day, my bad.